Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ground and Pound Podcast, best bets video for the PFL World Tournament, welterweight and featherweights this week. And as always, I'm going to give you my best bets that I like. I got three nice parlays this week, and I feel confident in all three. But before we talk about the PFL, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content here on the Ground and Pound Podcast. Hit that like button. And as always, we got to talk about my boy Ian Parker. He is feeling the heat right now over at ESPN Bet, minus 35 units on the year of 2025. And if 74,000 of you can subscribe to ESPN Bet, you can subscribe to your boys here on the Ground and Pound Podcast, giving you my three best bets this week, my three best parlays for the PFL World Tournament semifinals. And without further ado, let's get right in to my confident parlay of the week. And first up, the one that I'm going to be putting the most money on this week is going to be Logan Storley money line and over 1.5, and the money line of Luciano. And just to briefly explain why I like this parlay so much, Luciano to me is the better grappler in this matchup. He's fought the much higher level competition. His opponent shields. He loves to come out very aggressive. He is very muscle bound. I think he will gas after round one. Luciano will keep this one on the feet and implement his own grappling once his opponent gets tired. He is a submission threat. I think he gets it done via submission, but we're just taking him here money line. And obviously we got Logan Storley, as I mentioned, over 1.5 as well. I think Logan Storley here is always going to be a wrestler at heart. He's always going to mix in the wrestling. I think he wins this one by decision. He takes his opponent down over and over and over again with top control like he did in his first round matchup. And I don't expect anything to change here. A credentialed high-level college grappler, 4-time All-American. He's going to stick to what he knows. He knows that this is going to be a big matchup, a big fight for him in order to get through into the final. And I don't think that he's going to risk battering this one out on the feet. He's going to implement his wrestling, and that's why he's a confident leg here. Money line and over 1.5 in that fight to give us plus 108 as our confident slam here, our most confident parlay here at our best bets video. And second, we have this, not necessarily in confident order, but I do like this one also. You've got to go with Movled and Jesus Pineda. I like both of these guys to get it done here. Movled, the Dagestani 22-0 Russian fighter. I think he comes in here. He learned from his last fight where he tried to slang and bang on the feet. He comes in here and mixes in his wrestling. His opponent has fought a lot of heavy Russian-style wrestlers over in Brave, but I think that he's never really faced anybody the level and high-level grappling of Movled. 22-0 speaks for itself. I think he comes in here, uses the wrestling. I think he beats him up on the ground. I do think Movled has fell in love with his hands a little bit, which is why he's not in the confident parlay. However, I do like him here. You can never pass up a 22-0 Dagestani Russian wrestler here. He can get it done with the hands as well, but I like him to use his wrestling here and ultimately cash in one leg of our parlay. And Jesus Pineda speaks for itself. This is a trilogy bout here with Gabriel Braga. I think he comes in here. I think that he's proven the power in his hands. And once he touches you, it's lights out. And this is, as I mentioned, a trilogy here against Gabriel Braga. I think he comes in knowing that he's got a lot of data and a lot of experience against this opponent. He lost a split decision in the first fight. He knocked out Braga in the second fight. I think he comes in here again and gets the finish. And he's proven to be a pretty big problem here in this division. And I think that this parlay also cashes for us. I feel very good here at plus 110 for these two to get it done. And last but by no means least, we have Azure as our first leg here of our parlay. I also like Azure just purely because when you watch tape on this guy, he is very well-rounded. He does bring a very, very nice kickboxing skill set, 28-3 as a professional kickboxer. But he also has implemented the grappling in many fights. He's going to have the height. He's going to have the reach here. I like him here to get it done wherever the fight goes as our first leg here of our parlay. We have Jason Jackson in the main event taking on Thad Gene, and I just think Jason Jackson's experience here is going to be enough in order to beat Thad Gene. I think this is where the Thad Gene train stops. Jason Jackson, when he's moving forward, he's a fantastic fighter, pressure-heavy style. He can mix in the grappling, and I think he mixes in the grappling here in order to get the victory, clinching up against the fence. And like I said, the real veteran experience here, I think, is going to shine through for Jason Jackson to get it done. And next up, we have Alexi. I really like Alexi here. When you watch the tape on this guy, trains at Killcliff, still very young, can get it done on the ground. He's also very, very skilled in the hands. When you watch him fight, he pretty much has a very well-rounded skill set for such a young age. And I do like him here to get it done against Barnsley. I just think Barnsley's a step slow. A lot of his opponents are very low level. He's not necessarily for anybody of the high level of Alexi here. I think Alexi can get this one done on the feet or on the ground. I like him to get the finish as well. And that rounds out our 3 parlays that I like this week. I would love to give you guys some props, but unfortunately they haven't dropped yet by the time of this video. The event does happen tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to get that out to you. But like I said, a few of these guys, I think they get it done. And if you want to bet the props on who I think and how they think that they get it done here in these matchups, by all means, go ahead. I'm sticking with these parlays this week, and you know that your boy Ian Parker is going to be sweating it. So like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, as always, as I let you know what we've got coming on the channel and what's already been and gone. We got the full card breakdown here for the PFL World Tournament here for the semifinals. Carlos and I do a full card breakdown. Check that out if you are interested in a more detailed description of each individual fight. We have the dog of the week, my favorite betting underdog for UFC Atlanta. Full highlight reel tape with explanation as to why I'm picking him and why I'm betting him this week. And the full card breakdown for UFC Atlanta. Usman taking on Joaquin Buckley. Carlos and I do a full detailed breakdown there of that entire event. And as I always say, if you're enjoying the content here on the Ground and Pound podcast, hit the likes and subscribe button. Your boy Ian Parker's got 74,000. We can't get a little bit of love. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.